5 minutes left when I'm entitled to wear this, and it's been a real privilege to be your president. The history behind these robes of office are they came from somewhere in Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan? Uzbekistan. They were a gift to someone doing some work who was formerly of this society. Was it John Buscombe? It was John Buscombe. They were made to fit John. You can see they're a bit big for me. Yeah, my children say I look like Dumbledore when I wear this. But no, it's a great representation of the privilege it is to lead nuclear medicine in the UK. And our society has so much going for it. Its multidisciplinary nature makes us diverse just by construction, which means we're able to come up with great ideas, advance our topic. Andre Agru just said to me when I sat down, you have so many young people here, and that's a real testament. You know, our specialty is thriving, and we'll keep going for the future. And hopefully, when I need my scans, there'll be people here to do them. So it has been a great privilege for me to hold this position, but now it's time for new ideas, a new vigour in a different direction. And so, Jilly Croasdale, if you come up to the stage. Jilly is our new president. This is going to be rather like the coronation of King Charles, but more cost effective. Okay, and no oil, no swords, no gloves. So, I think I have to hand you these bits. All right, sorry.
So thank you, Richard. And actually my first duty as President is to actually formally thank Richard and give him a small token of our appreciation from Council and from the BNMS. You've been another wonderful President, and so we'd like to present you with this little medal. So, I must admit, when I found that this meeting was originally planned for Liverpool, and I must admit when I found it wasn't going to be in Liverpool, I was a tiny bit disappointed, but how wrong I was, and what a wonderful meeting we've had here in Harrogate. And that's down to the likes of, you know, we've already said, Vineet, Brent, Carla, and Ian, and all the members of the SEC. I don't think everyone quite realises how much work goes into organising these meetings. Charlotte, Caroline and Karen put in so much hard work, but also the members of the wider SEC Scientific and Education Committee, the time they give freely to help to organise the sessions and to look through all the abstracts and proofread everything. So thank you so much for everything you've done to make this meeting the meeting it's been. And actually, for me as a Yorkshire lass, it actually feels quite fitting to be starting my term as President here in God's own county, Yorkshire. And BNMS has brought their sunshine, and how wonderful it's been. So I'd like to, my first announcement as BNMS President is that, in my view, I think BNMS is actually good for your health. And that's based on solid research. Because if you ever read any sort of psychology research, a major factor in health, happiness and well-being is actually gratitude. And today I feel extremely grateful for so many things. So my first BNMS conference, I'm going to give my age away a little bit now, was actually the last conference we had at Imperial College London. So that was some time ago. It was a very different meeting, and I worked then as a trainee radiopharmacist at what is now City Hospital, Dudley Road Hospital in Birmingham. I was so fortunate to work as underneath Keith Harding, someone that many of you I'm sure will know. He was a president of BNMS, and for me he embodied everything that is good about BNMS, and I see that when I look around the room and when we're walking around the conference centre. He was always questioning, he was innovative, he was incredibly supportive and encouraging to work for, and he was all about improving our services to our patients. Throughout all our, my experience of BNMS coming to various conferences, it's really helped me to develop my confidence. I've learnt a lot and really developed a network and met so many wonderful people. And I honestly I don't think my career would have been what it is and wouldn't have got to where I am without the BNMS. So I feel very grateful for that. I talked about services to patients, and I think service is a really important word that, King Charles talks about service. That's the second royal reference we've had today. But actually, that is what we're here for. It's about service. And as president, what I feel I'm here for is service to all our BNMS members, and I won't forget that. It's about what I can do for all of you. And the BNMS is much more than a meeting. We put on a great meeting, we put on a great show, don't we? But actually, it's about more than this meeting, good as it's been. So, for example, during challenging times like the COVID pandemic, the BNMS puts together guidance to try and help members to respond in a safe and good way for our patients and our staff. Richard's led on developing a manifesto for PET-CT commissioning, and going forward we're going to be involved in all the wonderful opportunities and challenges that we'll face when we come to develop it, looking at how MRT and theranostic services will look, what they'll look like in the UK. So all this work is about more than me as president. It's about more than, it's wider than the officers and the council. It's about our whole BNMS nuclear medicine community, and it really is, I think, a fantastic community, and I think we're very lucky. Again, I'm very grateful for that. As well as our wonderful CEO Charlotte and her team, as I've mentioned already, Caroline and Karen. Our industry colleagues, our industry partners, we wouldn't be having this meeting without them. And many of us have known them for so long, and we've become colleagues and friends with them. But it's wider than that. It's about our whole nuclear medicine community, our service, the service that we're going to provide to all the people that need us. It's about the contribution of all those radiopharmacists out there, all our technologists and radiographers, all our physicists, our nurses, our doctors, it's our whole community, and it's everybody in this room, and it's everybody that's been at this conference. But actually, more importantly for me, it's about all those people that are still back at base, working in our departments to make it possible for us to be here. I'm very grateful to them that I'm in the privileged position I am standing here, and we're all here because of them. So I'd like to bring it back to gratitude and well-being, and I certainly, for one, will be going home tonight feeling pretty damn healthy, and I sincerely hope you all feel the same. So thank you.
Great, so thank you, Jilly. So that moves us now on to